So now we want to make contours. So for that, go to grids, and what we want is contour from grid file. Select that. First is ask inclusion perimeter, we don't have any. Exclusion perimeter, we don't have any. Here we have 8 grid files that we want to make contours from. So the most important one that is most useful, like for us, we want to check, but I know it's ABOS, but to show it to you, so first I go one by one for inverse distance, overburden, and cold seam, and then least square, and then I'll go for polynomial, and then at the end ABOS. So we repeat this procedure 8 times. So first go ahead and click on job on OBTHK, which is thickness and its base of inverse distance. Click open. So in this window, so name the layer CTR, which is contour. It stands for contour. We can name it OB as overburden, and then our inverse distance method, IVD. Then our contour intervals, because overburden should be a thick layer, so for sure it goes more than a couple of hundreds or more than that. So let's change it to 50. If you don't know, you should go to your Excel file or run it several times to see which one makes sense and is more reasonable. Right now you can try 50. And then if you select label contours and then click on settings, so you can define this text size. For that, make sure label layer has the same name as contour layer, and its text size, I guess 300 should be reasonable. Same thing, if you don't know what text size you should use, you should go ahead and try it different time. How I guessed that is that we had, I guess, 250 for our color symbols, so I guess 300 is readable. And then break offset is fine, as when I'm not changing minimum length to label. And then I will check align text with contour and hide drawing under labels. And then 2 labels per contour is good, and distance interval is 200. It means each 200 we have 1 text. Click OK. And we don't have any hatch for our contours, and check extrapolate grid to full grid size. Means whole area. Click OK. Okay. This is the contour of overburden thickness based on inverse distance. So what we see, you should already realize that all these jagged lines, especially here, does not make sense, and it should be because of that 100, it was actually 10,000, sorry about that, 10,000 search radius, which should be different, but it means that this contour is not that much realistic. And then we have lots of blue eyes like this that we are not sure about. So, but okay, at the same time we can load cold seam contours based off inverse distance and see how it looks like. So go back to grids and contour from grid files, and right click for inclusion, right click for exclusion. Here I select job on THK. I don't have any IVD in that, but I know that it is IVD, so click open. So everything should be same, but not the name. So change the name to Cole. So it's CTR Cole IVD. And one more thing that I forgot to say is that if in layer settings, if you check set index label layer by contour layer, so you don't need to change the label layer in label contours setting all the time, and it should be changed automatically, which I don't know what happened here. Let me check. COL, CAL, and so I'm not changing. So if you click set, so you will add it to one of the existing layers. I don't want to do that. And then if I have label contours and go to setting, it should be the same. Now I don't change anything else. I just go ahead and click OK. Oh, we see here we have 0 contours. Why did this happen? It's because we did not change contour intervals, and our Cole seam was much thinner than 50 feet interval, so we couldn't interpolate any. So go back to contour from grid layers, right click, and then here select again jawbone thickness, click open, and change the contour intervals to 0.5. Now if you click OK, now it's defined 8 contour elevations and 10,000 and something vertices, which are point. So if I go ahead and change the contour Cole IVD color, in like orange, now you can see this. However, it is again jagged a lot. Now we can go ahead, turn off these 2 layers. I have that selected. Freeze that one. Go back to grid and contour from grid files, and right click for inclusion, right click for exclusion. Now we make base of least square for overburden. Click open. So because it's overburden, change the intervals to 50 again, or this time we can have it 100, and make this OB, make the layer name OB LQ. Click OK. So now it makes a little more sense. However, we have these areas which seems that software has difficulties in interpolation and couldn't define good areas there. Next, go ahead and in grids, contour from grid files, again right click, and next we are going to have jawbone thickness, least square, click open, change the intervals to 0.5 again, and instead of overburden, change it to Cole. Click OK. So we have 15 contours, and if I change the layer color, which is colorless square, so to, for example, yellow, so we see this, I still have those jagged area, and they are matched with the jagged area of the overburden as well. So it seems that this interpolation is not that much accurate anymore. Also, it was not able to interpolate well here in this area. These are funny shapes for any interpolation. Go ahead, turn off these two layers again. Next, I'm going to have grid, contour from grid files, right click. Now I use polynomial for overburden. Be careful to remember to change the contour intervals to 100 and rename it to OB and poly, so I put PL for polynomial. Click OK. Okay, so polynomial, it does not interpolate outside the boundaries. That's interesting to know, but it has good accuracy inside the drill hole area, but it is not enough for us. Next, go ahead and contour grid files, enter, and select polynomial for the cold seam and open. Change the intervals to half again, and half I mean 0.5, and contour layers to cold PL. Click OK. So you can go ahead and change the color of the layer of coal. If I change it to light green, you can see the same. Now I turn these off again, and what I want to do is to create grids for ABOS. Okay, so I first make it for overburden. I change contour intervals to 50 this time and make it to CTR OB ABOS, which is contours overburden ABOS method. Click OK. So now you see a better, more realistic contours. At least we have some weird wavy shapes there, but we don't have any jagged lines or lines that you see software has no clue where to shape the thickness. Okay, next do the same for coal thickness. So it's jawbone thickness ABOS. Click open. Remember to redefine contours interval 0.5, and instead of OB we have coal ABOS. Click. You can change the color here as well, so I put it light blue and click OK. And here the thickness of the coal. So now we have contours. Next we want to see that where we want to have the mine.